That's horrible, isn't it? I did feel.
I was making a joke, Kevin. I was saying it's a Transformer, that car. It's probably Optimus Prime. Yeah, they will say it. Transformers, robots in disguise. Oh.
They sold us.
I think in reality, Karen, if you're going to go public in that, you just need to point out the simple facts that most people will understand about the fact that the sun's in the wrong rotation. It's the fact that the whole globe's lit up and the sun's lighting the globe up. As we know, the centre will be midday. We don't know the orientation of north and south on that particular picture, so we can assume that the centre of the globe is midday, just as like the bullseye in the centre is midday, which means the sun is directly behind, not necessarily in the centre of the globe, but it's slightly below at the moment. It's during this time of the year, and it goes above later in the year. But in reality, if half the globe is lit up, which is 50%, then the sun's directly behind it. So that means if the car's in the foreground, in front of the camera, the car should be lit up too. And if it's not lit up, how does the moon light up if the moon gets its light from the sun, regardless of the distance of the car and the moon? So obviously the car is not as far as the moon.
Is the moon in the video?
No, I'm not saying that, but the moon gets its light from the sun apparently. So if the car's 500,000 miles from the Earth, but it's in the disk of the Earth, then it should be receiving light from the sun. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But like, if the moon's not in the video,
that's not important. No, that's not important. We all know that the moon. Well, everyone knows that the moon is 235,000 miles from Earth, apparently. So we're told, and it receives light from the sun. And as it moves around the Earth, it changes its phases, doesn't it? And when it's a full moon, it's directly behind the Earth, but it's slightly below it because it's 5 degrees below it or above it, depending on how you look at it. So it's receiving light, but it's still then many miles away. And that can't.
Yeah, but how do you see a full moon then when it's a full moon if it's below it?
It's below it's not on the same line.
Listen to what you're saying. If the moon is below, how can you see it?
The full moon, is when the sun is opposite the Earth. In the Bohr model, I'm just explaining the Bohr model. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just explaining. Okay.
Yeah, which is also a pile of crock, because after 6 months, then it will be in total darkness, and after 6 months again, we'll be in total brightness. It doesn't work out, right?
You've got a misunderstanding here. Okay, the full moon is when the moon is opposite the sun, but it is behind the Earth. But it's below or above the Earth to be seen. When it's directly behind the Earth, that's when you get a blood moon. Which, that's what they say. But we have to agree with them and go along with it.
No, listen, hang on a second. Do your research.
I know it all, mate.
I'm not going at you now, but I'm just saying, right? This is what we do. Don't take fucking things for granted. Do the mathematics, do the geography, whatever it is. You do it, figure it out yourself, and then say, this is how it is, because this is what I figured out. This is what I have worked out, and this is how it is, right? Don't take things for granted. I don't see things on the internet and think, oh, it must be right because I read it on the internet.
No, you
Same with fucking looking on TV.
I'm talking.
Sorry.
I'm talking about point of view, explain to other people. That's what they say. That's what the rules are. That's what they say the globe is. That's what they say the solar system is. How it works.
Listen to yourself. That's what the rules are. Why are you saying that? Don't say that.
That's what we're trying to believe.
Hang on a second. No, Brett, you need to get out of your box because you're stuck in a box now. You are.
I've moved past the box. No, you misunderstand. when you explain something to other people that don't have a clue, you have to say, this is what the current model is.
Yeah.
Can you see how it works?
So we don't think
Yeah.
you're insane then.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Listen,
Okay,
I'm not. Hey,
we're
I'm
on the
not.
same wavelength.
But listen, I'm not slating you or anything like that. But what I'm
No,
saying
no,
is,
I know.
be careful of your words. Not
Yeah,
here now, because now we're not even talking to anyone. We're just like having a hangout, right? But what I'm saying is, be careful with your words, because, well, straight away I picked up on it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Fucking globe, they're gonna well pick up on it, man.
I know I get slanted.
Just be careful, because they'll rip into it every fucking single sentence that you say. You know
That ornament on the wall is like coming at your glasses.
what?
That thing on the wall behind you looks like it's coming at your glasses.
No, it should have candles in it, but there's no candles in it now. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we're all cool. We're all cool. I know what you're saying, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. That's the problem, isn't it? Karen, I had loads of trolls today, like, because I'm saying, what the fuck, this is fake as fuck, on loads of sites, right? So I've got loads of trolls today. Annoyed, apart from my internet. I want to kill them. Anyway. Sorry. Yeah. Right. Apart from my ISP pissing me off today, I was really annoyed at people that were kind of. Of course it's real, even though it's fake, because it looks so fake. You know all that, and I'm like, this man, get a fucking life, because you can see this is not how it really is. This is all bollocks, you know. And people are hopping on it. People are believing it. I'm thinking, I mean, have we lost it? Have we really lost it? And like someone, was it Horry Sheet yesterday? Or even Mr. Rich, Thrive and Survive? Is it a litmus test to test how stupid people are, in fact? You know, and I'm thinking, it's got to be something like that, because no way would most people believe this. But you know what? It's amazing. So many people believe it. I mean, you can see how fake it is. Totally.
There was a guy on Beyond the Imaginary Curve tonight, and he'd done a video. He normally gets like 200 views, and he said he got 12,000 views. He'd done a video about that car. And never mentioned flat Earth in it, and just pointed out how fake it looks.
Yeah.
He got lots of thumbs up. So that's a good sign, isn't it?
Yeah. In the back chat the other day, right? And there was if you look in the back chat,
I've got a picture
you can probably find it, but on the window screen of a guy in a white shirt, black tie, whatever. What the fuck, man? And you can see it on the reflection whilst it's in space.
Karen, I've got a picture here now. Let me share it with you.
I always try to see what they can get away with.
Yeah. And then they do damage control.
If they can get away with this, they can get away with a lot of stuff.
That's it.
They are just testing the and the broad audience say, oh well, right, cool, man, right.
That's
and
what.
They even swallow this kind of shit. Well, we can get away with everything almost. If they believe this, then they are enough seduced and dumbed down.
Yeah. You know, Artes, the first thing I thought when I saw it, I thought, way, man, if people believe this, then they are, I mean, I'm retarded. I am retarded. And then the second thought I had was, okay, it's a fucking publicity stunt for his new car or whatever it is, you know. And we've not heard about that, but who knows? It could come in a day or two. Hey, it's a publicity stunt. You all fell for it. Elon Musk.
I have a picture I got a few days ago from that video when it first came out of the car. I noticed dust on the wings of the car.
Oh, yeah?
And I filmed another photo taken a few minutes after. Okay, the sun's in a different position, but it doesn't show the dust. Can I share that with you?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't have
Put it in the back. Put it in the back chat. Yeah, and we'll have a look.
Okay,
There.
so
Oh, that's yeah.
I need to open up Google. I'm not got that open.
I will
No,
show
no,
it.
just press your arrow back. Are you in Hangouts?
Yeah, I'm in Hangouts.
Right. Well, go touch your screen, press the back arrow, and then you'll see like where you can do things, send
That's what I
messages.
do. I
and
open a
whatever.
new window because I won't do that.
All right.
Well, I will type something in there.
That's what I do. I'll go and post it in the back chat where we're talking now. 1 sec. I need to open a new window. I'm just uploading the photograph now for you. It's 2 pictures added together to show different times. The dusty part is before.
This one is, and this.
Posted it now. Pictures there now to view. You can see the actual the live bar to see that the top picture was taken after the previous picture.
I can't see.
I'm in the wrong one, am I? I'm sending it to you personally, Karen,
Here.
on your page.
This one then.
Okay.
Also doing this. And this
Yeah, you got it now, Karen.
No, Artes, wrong one.
You have.
green on my. These are green.
So you've opened loads. Then.
I can show you that these are.
Luke, something the, and then something. Oh, super. What on the bottom picture on the wings? You can see dust
Yeah.
on that. Look at the dust.
Yeah, this.
If you watch the video, you can actually see it like appearing. Look at the window as well. Look how dirty it looks.
But also the light doesn't make sense on that.
Yeah, top picture was taken a few seconds after. You can see the slide bar at the bottom of the pause video.
Yeah,
The top picture is the later video, and the bottom picture is the first video.
Yeah, but-
Sorry, first picture.
It comes from this angle, from the left here.
I think it's
Here,
coming from.
a light source shining on this mirror from another. It comes from the left, but this mirror is lit up from the right. Comes in that direction. You can never have an highlight on this end of it. Light sources, one from the side and one.
Them mirrors point out, don't they? So you wouldn't get a reflection on both of them unless it was coming directly in front, which means the whole car would be lit up.
See, and this, the right mirror is also lit up, mostly on the right side. Strange.
Yeah, the lighting's all wrong.
All wrong. Yeah.
It's very wrong. That's what spotted, because I'm a photographer. I've got a PhD in photography, and I can.
I actually did the graphic design for almost 8 years. So
Yeah, I've done that.
they also learn photography, and it doesn't. You can never take a picture like this with a single light source below that one below.
Yeah, I've also got City and Guilds in 3-dimensional CAD drawing. Not diploma. Is it diploma? No, it's the City and Guilds, isn't it? So it's not diploma. But it's a. I've done it. I've done tests. I've done exams.
Well,
I can see it's completely fucked up.
Yeah. I've done a graphic design schooling for 8 years, and then you also learn photography. You actually have to develop your own films. You have to have an very old camera that doesn't have automatic settings. That you have to do everything with hand. Sources and how you should put certain line sources to shine on a certain object in a certain way to get certain reflection. That below picture is done by 2 light sources, not 1.
Yeah, when I got to that stage in watching the video, I thought, this is complete bollocks. Okay, I can see the frame on the side of the car. I realise that's supporting the camera. And when I look from behind the mannequin, looking through the windscreen, I can't see the interior mirror. But I can see the frame at the front with the camera supported on it.
No.
But when I see the globe, and then I watch how the light changes. I'm not happy with it. It's not how it would appear if it was reality.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Stop wasting your time. It's fake.
No, that was just 3 days ago,
You
mate. Just 3
fucking-
days ago.
I've looked.
Well, what is actually what's actually funny at the below picture? You can see some stars, or they are dust speckles on the camera. But, the stars here, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Well, this is a constellation, so if some people are very good with constellations, then maybe can. Yeah, it's a very small part.
I have a program called Stellarium, so I can check out any stars and see if they correspond to what we see. But they all move so fast. They go up and down. One minute they go left, one time they go right.
Yeah.
They don't make any comparison to what we really see in reality.
But also, I've thought that a lot of you have those small meteor particles outside of the Earth. That stone dust basically that is flying around. It would shatter the windshield in 3 seconds. If you go to the firmament, you have outside the firmament, I think, a dust belt with a lot of rubble, stone rubble. It would shatter normally it would shatter a windshield in 3 minutes, 3 seconds, I believe. Yeah, but that dummy could be bolted down with screws.
Here's a question or a statement. Okay, it's a regular car. So the rubber, the paint, the glass, the aluminium, because it's a lightweight car, it's made a lot of aluminium, right? What's the melting temperature of aluminium? Like, I don't know, less than 4,000 degrees. It cannot be up there flying to fucking Mars. Simple as that. And if anyone believes it, so fucking retarded, then yeah, life is just.
Good blowtorch, you can easily burn aluminium.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. But the temperatures up in so-called space.
Mm-hmm.
That car is dust right now. It's burnt up into fucking nothingness.
Yeah, we
astronaut as well. Hey, if people believed it was that real, right? Why didn't they put a real astronaut in it? Okay, they could have had a few stops along the way somehow, whatever. But I mean, fucking hell, come on, get real.
This is probably for the next effort in your own car. It can be done.
Yeah, we spoke about this comprehensively on Pete's show, and the fact is that even if the car is attached to the rocket's made of the same materials, and how could that physically go through those particles of space, as we've been told?
Mm-hmm.
But the simple fact that the globe Earth behind the car, with no land mass on it, the sun in the wrong orientation, it's complete. It's just what's the word?
I can't believe. Hang on a second. Why are we trying to justify it? It hasn't happened. It's all bollocks. We know that.
Well, yeah, because it's in the studio. Yeah.
There is no talk here about justifying if it's real, if the globe was proper, or if it was lit up, or you know what, guys? It's fucking. I know, you know, it ain't happened. This is all fucked. It's all bollocks. To see how many idiots there are amongst us still left standing on fucking planet Earth.
Well,
God, I'm so pissed with this. I'm so pissed with it. You can tell.
Well, the SpaceX video liftoff had 40,000 thumbs up and only 214 people thumbs down. It's of late people.
What you have to remember is the Falcon Heavy Lift had a free partial rocket stage, and 3 of the parts came back and landed on Earth. 2 of them very close together near the liftoff point, and 1 on a base in the sea.
Yeah, but
Uh,
hang on a
but-
second, right? Listen to this. Get a canoe. Don't care what fucking canoe it is. Get a canoe, and you stand up in it, right? You stand
I
up in
know.
it, and see how the boat reacts, and then landing on that fucking canoe from space. You're landing on it, right? Stabilize yourself without the.
You don't have to
Fucking hell,
justify
man.
it to me, mate. You don't have to.
No, I know, but I
I
mean,
know.
these are my arguments that I say to people. If you can do that, hey, maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. I doubt it.
We watched those rockets land many times.
It ain't fucking real. There's not a chance on earth. That rocket weighs a few tons at the least when it comes down. When it's empty of gas, when
And the
it's
speed
landing,
it's
and another thing, they both land at exactly the same time. What the fuck? They can fuck off, Elon Musk. You're a twat, and I fucking hate you. To him. If I see him, if I ever come face to face with him, I will have the biggest fucking argument going, and I will swear my head off and say he's a lying, conniving, cheating bastard, and he's a fucking thief.
I
He deserves to be a fucking live.
They've not actually sent a rocket up. They've sent up 2 small rockets from the landing base, and then they reversed the film. But you didn't see the takeoff. The takeoff was CGI, and the landings are reverse footage.
Yeah, but the landings are CGI because look at how the smoke goes upwards, not down when they're taking off. So it's not reversed. They have there with the reversal of the rockets because look at the thruster movement, the way that it doesn't go down. It's going upwards as the rocket comes down. You see what I mean?
Yeah, if you're a smoker, you've probably got a lighter in your hand. Hold it 1 inch from the table and drop it, and it won't stand up. I can guarantee you. Just 1 inch. The lighter's probably 3 inches long, maybe 2.5 inches.
Yeah, I've got a clipper.
Yeah, clipper. Yeah, about 2.5 inches long.
Yeah, but it's not exactly level, is it? It's a bit.
Oh, I managed to make it stand up, but it was only from like 10 mil.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Yeah, it would be hard to do. But what I'm saying is, you stand up in a canoe, stay on board that canoe. You'll fucking be over the side.
At sea on that what would they call it?
I don't know, a fucking ship platform, innit?
Yeah, the ship platform where the camera keeps cutting out.
Exactly.
It's going to be rocking all over the place, isn't it? Even if it's a light wind, it's going to be.
It doesn't move. It doesn't move. There's never any waves. It's all cool and calm. Hey, look, hey, and then back to the studio. What the fuck, man? And did you see all those idiots? And I mean idiots. That have probably been paid, I don't know, $25, $30, or $100 each to cheer, and they were looking at the camera, and then suddenly on cue they all like it was the fucking like they won the World Cup.
This was the first, wasn't it?
It was shit. No, I've seen it before. They've done it before.
No, they've done it before, but this was the first. It's a caliber of landing, so it should have been. Mainstream media attention. You should have had a CNC, Fox out there, Sky News, BBC, Meridian Tonight. All the stations should be there. We know that, but I'm just pointing out the facts. Yeah. All the mainstream news outlets should have been there filming it, saying, "Look at this. This is the first time it's happened." Yeah. And it didn't happen, did it? It didn't happen. It was behind scenes, CGI. You have to believe this. We're going to go on, and next month we're going to bring down that rocket from China, the space station from China.
What Astral mentioned about the cheering people, it's a very old trick. They already used it when Adolf Hitler was put in charge. Footage, people turning to the camera, Heil Hitler. And then you hear the crowd cheer, and actually Adolf Hitler had a soccer. They also had a soccer match against other people. And when the Germans scored, they actually put in the cheering sound that wasn't there. Go, it's a very old trick from the 1940s. People looking at the camera, cheering. It's actually that setup. If you look at old footage of Adolf Hitler, you can find almost the same exact footage with people cheering. Old trick, media trick, very old, almost 70 years old.
The funny thing is, none of us have been tricked. We all know. And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I like to keep to the narrative that they put out, because that's what everyone believes. You know, I don't believe it myself, but I like to keep to it and go along with it, why it's being portrayed on the news, and then I can pick holes in it and say, well, that doesn't make sense. You can't just come out and say, oh, the Earth's flat. This is all bollocks. Because people are not going to believe you. You have to go along with what they say and then pick it apart after. And that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready to come on, Karen. Next show you do. I'm just saying. No, whatever. I'm just frustrated with all the crap. And yeah, I know it's annoying, isn't it? But we're only
Even Astral is.
No, it's only American.
Oh, because it.
Yeah, it's never been a real one. No.
Yeah, it's American. It's nailed down probably.
It's probably not even a real mannequin. It's just probably just a suit. With a,
Well, they can. Then what they can do is they have those test dummies and nail it down and put the suit over it, or put the suit over it and then nail it down. With an old test dummy. That's
junk more
actually they can. Actually, they can cut down the money the NASA gets, because they could have flown to the moon with a car. Very long. We don't need those expensive rockets. We can supposedly, NASA's you can survive outside the firmament. So you can also make a far cheaper rocket.
Do they have a distance of that object from the Earth at the moment?
Oh, the distance.
What is the distance? Because you can almost, on some of the footage, you can see the whole Earth. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's going to be like 6,000 miles plus.
First.
Did it pass the International Space Station? Did they drop off some supplies, some gorilla suits or some flutes or guitars?
How much does the supposedly gravitational force act on that car? Or should it drift off because it's too far away already?
You probably didn't know this, Karen, but the International Space Station doesn't have any thrusters on it to push it back out into space as it's dropping towards the Earth's gravity.
Yeah.
It only has thrusters when the Soyuz capsule is connected to it.
These cars should eventually also be pulled to the Earth and drop down. Oh, but they always say it's too small. It's too small, you can't see it. Well, what about those 10 million? And also, what about all? Yeah, and also, they have to pay an account that you have about pieces of space rubble. 10 million pieces of space rubble. So, a rocket hitting some space rubble is very high. So they have to actually wait for some space rubble to pass by to shoot a rocket. Otherwise, they hit something. There's a lot of space rubble. You have those estimates
Hey, can I say something, guys?
Come on.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I've been making comments on this fucking Elon Musk cavalcade. Someone wrote to me, do you think that minus 455 degrees Fahrenheit can melt something? I don't think a negative number on temperature can melt something. A thermometer in space at the same distance from Earth to space should measure 45 degrees Fahrenheit. The only reason at night the Earth is still warm is because heat from the day. And I don't know if you noticed, the car is spinning, so no, all the parts of the sun at the same time.
Yeah.
Someone wrote that 4 hours ago. You know what? Okay, they have fucking cold temperatures when the sun isn't shining, but when the sun is shining, my car, that's all I can say.
Yeah.
Fucking muppets.
Those
Pissed
upper
off.
turkeys, they spin the turkeys in the oven, don't they? To keep even heat. So if the car is spinning, then it would be an even heat, wouldn't it? Depending on the speed it's spinning at.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to go into it more. It's bollocks. I'm fed up with it.
I'm just checking out something. I will be back in a moment. I have to pick something out.
There's nothing to check out.
I do some little bit of research about Charles Johnson and that his whole research facility. Charles Johnson was that guy with the grey beard from the Flat Earth Research Society. He also had a magazine from basically from 1977 to the 80s. And his research facility burned down in 1995. And therefore he lost all his research. So I'm trying to find a news clipping that his facility burned down. Or maybe a video, that would be nice. Rescue his wife from that facility because his wife couldn't, she was in a wheelchair, so he almost died in saving his wife's life. Facility burned down.
I think this car in space is complete nonsense unless it's to promote the electric universe. That makes sense then. Be an electric car. I was watching a program today about how telescope mirrors are made, and they were saying that they set them up after making them. Obviously, they grind them, whatever. And the biggest one is 8 meters, and that's the biggest one they can make. And it goes on to say that they use this tracking system that moves with the spin of the Earth to track the stars and get perfect pictures. But it didn't specify the fact that if they're on the equator, they're spinning faster than if they're based at 54 degrees latitude or 34 degrees latitude or 20 degrees latitude, where they'd be spinning much slower. And my telescope I've got myself I don't think it has a different calibration for different speeds for different parts of the Earth to spin at different speeds to track the stars. I think it spins at 24 hours or 23.56.4 hours per 360 degrees, regardless of where you are on the Earth. Now, if you was at the equator, you'd be spinning 1040, and if you're up in the UK, say 51 degrees, you'd be spinning 416 miles per hour. If it was a spinning Earth. And obviously at the North Pole, it wouldn't be spinning when you're at the top. And that's how stupid it is. Oh, no. It's just blue, isn't it? Blue with some clouds stuck on there. No, if you look at that globe they show in the Tesla the Tesla footage, the Earth looks like 99.9% blue, which means water. There's no land masses on there. And you've got to remember how big Africa is, and that's pretty big. And that's just one part of the Earth as it's displayed on the ball Earth. So we would see it. It's all black projects, isn't it? Really. I think NASA's they've expelled their expenditure, and now they've got SpaceX involved, so they can get another 25 billion out of the country, the world rather, the world revenue, to do their black projects, so they can fund underground tunnels and stuff, and other stuff that they do. It's definitely twisted. Oh, say yeah.
Yeah, we only have an ocean there. It's kind of like from what takeoff time and all that kind of thing. Because if it's come off on land, and if it only took a couple of hours, then you should be able to see where it took off from. And for it to be directly in that location, like you said, at us, with something, it just shouldn't happen, really, should it? That's it, yeah. It's nighttime everywhere else. Everywhere else is nighttime. It's nighttime on North Pole, nighttime on South Pole, it's nighttime in every country. That's a good point. Yeah. It's nighttime everywhere.
Karen, here you have the map you wanted to see. That you can see how close America. This is a nice world map with America in the middle. See? Cool, eh? Look, Astral, this is a different world map. With America in the middle. That's a different view. Cool, eh?
Artis, what projection is that?
I don't know. It was it's an old.
I can't read it there because I just can't see it. But it says standard map of the world, and then it says something underneath that. Maybe it says it there what projection is.
Oh, there's it's like the Peters projection.
On Mercator's projection.
Mercator, that's it.
It's from March 1942. But that's in the middle of the war. Geographical map of Levkungfu produced by whatever. It's Mercator, but in a different setting.
Mercator Peters, yeah, of course.
And you see how close America is to.
And notice England's not in the centre.
But they always have this dotted line in between.
Yeah, sorry about that, people. My dad's catheter blocked up, and I had to go and flush it through.
Cables. This dotted line. You can see this dotted line going over here. So, but it doesn't really say what that dotted line is. If you look how strange that dotted line goes here, over here. And it goes down, then it takes another corner.
That's okay, he's 94. Yeah, and how fucked up them lines are? They're not straight, are they?
No. Angle. But it's rule wobble.
We got a friend on Pete Show called Dave. 80 or something, whatever his name is. He's from Hawaii. He's on all the time. He's got some great dolphin footage from the 80s. Oh, it's completely fucked up, isn't it? Everything's fucked up. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was around 10 degrees in that certain time. So it was supposedly around 10 degrees, maybe.
You say 10?
Yeah, 10, 12 degrees.
That's 50 Fahrenheit.
Yeah. And they were walking around in t-shirts and shorts and one even in bathing clothes.
That's like February weather for the UK. I've been in Spain in the Pyrenees in the summer, but on a mountain like 10,000 foot above sea level, and it was freezing. And I've also been in another part. I've been in Phuket, in the which is basically near Bangkok, not far from Bangkok, and that was cold at night. But then you get hot air come off the mountains in Egypt, which is further north, and it's like a hairdryer blowing on you. It's like Egypt, Cyprus area in the evening, but you don't get the twilight. Yeah, back in 2009, I was on the Isle of Skye, and it got dark at I can't remember exactly, but say 11:30, and it got dark at 12 o'clock. Sorry, it got dark at 11:30, and it got light at 12 o'clock. It was half an hour after. That was 2009. And that was up near the Isle of Skye. 2009 when I was there. So it's like half an hour between sunset and sunrise.
Ooh.
And that was the longest day, actually. It was July. Or June or whatever, I can't remember. Yeah, it's July, isn't it? Anyway, nice talking to you all.
Yeah.
And I'll back up the information I've just provided with some photos. So I do have photos from them times.
Nice.
At a later date. Nice talking to you. Yeah, it's 8 minutes past 1 in the morning. Or 12, sorry, 12. Yeah, my dad's asleep downstairs and the carer's just come in to look after him.
Nice to meet you, Brian.
Nice to talk. But anyway, nice talking to you, and I'll come back again another day. I've been doing it tomorrow, thank you. Oh, someone dropped out there. Oh, yeah, well, there's always problems, isn't there? Even when you're connected on a great connection, you've got problems.
Mm-hmm.
The display page won't open, or it's on the wrong page, or something stupid. There's always something going wrong. Anyway, thanks for the invite, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Goodbye.
Yeah, bye. I just got back on again.
Yeah.
Connection. No, I'm not plugged in, no, but I'm using Wi-Fi. The problem is this, and I want you to understand this. I've not had a problem ever until I Google Hangouts, and it's like drop off. I'm just dropping off all the time for 2 minutes. Gone. For a drop off. And we never had a problem, ever. I mean, we can watch TV all night long.
No.
The TV goes off as well. So now I've made a little video for 50 seconds or something, and I put it on YouTube saying full rate, and I've slated them. I hate the fucking shit. I do. I'm really. You can probably hear it. I'm so annoyed today, really.
You can hear that you're fed up with it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and it's only like I've had no problems all until I click on Hangouts, and then it's like, what? It's gone again?
You have the right to be pissed off because you pay a lot of money for the internet, and it should work.
Yeah,
because it's not. Yeah, apps from my. So you can't leave the TV out. So it's a whole package of internet and TV. €50 a month. €50 a month.
Honest, they can tell you all. Karen, listen. They can tell you all sorts of shit, right? They can tell you anything they fucking want, and you'll believe it. Yeah. Don't believe the hype. All that when they say to me, yeah, but when they say to me, you've got 10 gig. When they say to me, you've got a 10 gig upload and a 5 down, or whatever. If I've got stream. Had a problem until really like just breaking all the time. Yeah. So, and if it's not because Karen, it's not like that. I can speak to my family and I can speak for fucking hours and hours, no problem.
Yeah, you have here in Germany 3 packages: slow internet with full of TV channels. Then you have middle internet, middle average. That's then you have more channels. Then you have package with faster internet. I have the middle one. I don't even have the fastest here in Germany.
Yeah.
And it works for some reason here. It works fine. I don't have even the fastest internet here.
No, I don't think I got the fastest either. Probably somewhere around
How
that,
much
where from what I need.
Astral was I pay 50. I pay. Wait a second, Karen. I pay 50 euros or more or less than 50 euros.
Yeah, I pay less than I pay like 200 krona a month, which is like £20 or something. It's yeah, it's less, I think.
Yeah, well, here it's a little bit expensive for the internet. It's expensive for us in the Netherlands for some reason.
Yeah, when you think about it, right, we're paying for nothing because they built them towers. They're long paid for.
Oh
And
yeah,
we're still paying for it. It's
and
like,
also all the adverts, or with the adverts.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. They annoy me as well.
Well, I think in Sweden, I believe, or Switzerland, it's free, yeah.
I think in Singapore as well, everyone has internet in Singapore. It's like the most internet country in the world, apparently. Or it was years ago. I don't know about now.
I think in Sweden or Switzerland, I don't know for sure, but one of these countries have internet for free because they have the mindset that if you need the internet, you don't have a choice almost, and therefore they think, well, everybody, also people who are a little bit poor, need it, so therefore they say it's for free because you don't have a choice, you have to use it. And a lot of people here, also in where I live, there also live a lot of people who don't have a lot of money, and they can't pay the internet because they don't. If you have here the medium wage, and the lowest wage you can get, it's around I think €1,000 per month.